Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Shit's about to hit the fan. Welcome to Unsanctioned Thursdays on Wrestling with Freddie.
All right, everybody, welcome to Unsanctioned Thursdays. We're talking Forbidden Door. It's back, and this year it's bigger than ever. AEW, NJPW, Stardom, and CMLL collide in London for dream matches, title fights, and chaos inside a steel cage. We're going to break down the entire card, the stories behind the matches, and giving you my predictions for every single one. Let's start the show. Welcome to Wrestling with Freddie. Welcome to Unsanctioned Thursday. It's prediction time. We've got AEW champs defending against NJPW legends, the women's divisions crossing over, and a lights-out steel cage match. What's that, Freddie? You'll figure it out. That's pure insanity. Let's run through the card. All right, no particular order. I'm just predicting these matches as we run them down. First up, the main event. You know what the main event is. We're talking Hangman Adam Page versus MJF. Really hard match for me to call. Maybe it's easy for some of you guys, but for me it's hard. We'll talk about why. First off, MJF's been begging for this match. He tried to get it in a dirty way. He got it in the clean way. Now, here's the reasons MJF wins, right? If you're going to go that way. It's a short reign for Adam Hangman Page. That's tough. That's tough. That leaves him in a bad spot. So he would have to have a story to get back to where he wants to be, not just matches, right? MJF wins. And who does he get challenged by? Bobby Lashley. Why does Bobby Lashley come out? Because I believe Bobby Lashley and Shelton might lose the titles to FTR, which is going to lead FTR to a match with Copeland and Christian. We were talking about this in yesterday's episode, where they do another run for the tag team titles because that's where they were, sort of known for when they came in. Maybe that's what they can be known for on Copeland's way out. I don't know how much longer he's going to stay with the company or how much longer he wants to wrestle. But that would be really cool because it leads to a TLC match, which would be awesome. FTR versus Christian and Adam. I still haven't said Edge. I'm such a pro, you guys. But anyway, that's the reasons why, if you want MJF to win, that's why I think MJF would win. Now, here's the Hangman side of it. How the hell are you going to take the title away 1 month after he just won it and went through that long of a storyline to get it and earn it? And all the promises he made to the people, this is going to be for you. I'm going to wear it proudly. I'm going to fight. I'm going to wrestle. Like, we had a heel champion for so friggin' long that we need a breath of fresh air. We need a Hangman Adam Page. We need a man of the people. And he is. He's a man of the people. Whether you speak English or Spanish, he'll communicate to you in either language. He's awesome. He's good. Well, when he's not crazy, he's really good guy, Adam Page. He's human. He has flaws. He talks about his flaws. He's not afraid for the light to shine on him. 'Cause sunshine's good medicine, people. So that's the reason why Hangman wins the match. So this is like a pick'em for me. This is a 50-50 as far as like what my experience in the business was when I worked in it, and how I try to apply that to these picks, right? That's the formula, people. It's all storyline. So our producer is picking Hangman to retain, which I think is the more reasonable, simpler finish. The more complicated one is MJF, because then you have to work some other things out on the pay-per-view in order for the Hurt Syndicate to not have the titles so that they can pursue solo titles, right? So it's tough, but I'm going to go with MJF because I think the Hurt Syndicate is going to go in the singles direction, with Shelton going after the winner of Swerve and Okada, and with Bobby going after MJF. So I'm going with MJF. I kind of just gave away some of my other picks, but you know how we do it. Next up, AEW Unified Championship. Kazuchika Okada versus Swerve Strickland. Kazuchika's the champ. He's got the belts. Okada beat Kenny Omega at All in Texas to become the very first unified champion. Swerve, who helped cost the Young Bucks their executive vice president status and is why they're in all this horrible shit, why people are getting their names wrong. Disgusting. He called out Okada for a title match. Okada accepted, framing this as a revenge for the Elite's downfall. So he's going to humiliate Swerve and hurt Swerve and take away Swerve's health. That's all you could take away because he doesn't have the belt. So that's the promise there. If Okada can defend the top prize is the World Championship's the top prize, but this new title, if he can defend it on UK soil against Swerve, that makes him look great. However, like I said earlier, I think Shelton's going to go and challenge with MVP on the mic for him for the most part, is going to challenge the winner of this match after they lose their championship to FTR. And I'm picking him against Swerve, Strickland, and Shelton moving forward. So I have Swerve Strickland defeating Okada, and our producer Alex agrees with me on this one. And he picked Swerve to beat Okada too. I don't know the reasoning why, but he's feeling the vibe. He knows whose house it is. Moving on. The AEW Women's World Championship. Toni Storm cannot lose this match. She's in the zone with this character, and all I'm hearing is she's going to lose this match from all my friends. They all think Athena's going to pick the upset. All my wrestling friends are on Athena. I know Athena. I like Athena. I've played Dungeons and Dragons with Athena because we're both super dorks, and she's awesome. But Toni Storm is in the zone. It's like taking a basketball player out the game when they just made 3 threes in a row. And you're like, I'm going to bench him and give him a couple minutes to rest. Why? They're hot. They're in the freaking zone. Toni Storm's in the zone. You're not taking her out of the game right now. She's not injured. She can get a vacation when she eventually loses, but now's not the time to lose. I'm going Toni Storm, and like all my other homies, producer Alex picks Athena in an upset victory, but maybe it's not an upset. Maybe y'all know something I don't know. So I thought I was coming into this hot, right? And everybody I know is like, nah, dude, you're wrong. It's Athena's time. Ember Moon from WWE NXT. She's going to go in there and she's going to pull off the upset and she's going to kick ass and all this stuff. I'm like, man, I just don't see why you take it off Toni yet. But maybe I'm in the minority. Maybe I'm wrong. Hit us up on social. Tell me if I'm crazy or if it's everyone else that's nuts. TBS Championship. Easiest match of the week to pick. Come on. The champ, Mercedes Moné, is in a 4-way match with Alex Windsor, pretty tough chick. Persephone from CMLL, little familiar with her, only seen her wrestle twice. Versus the Stardom rep, who has not been announced, as we are still waiting for that when we recorded this podcast. I'm not going to go with the Stardom rep because I don't know who it is. And I'm not going with Persephone. And I'm not going with Alex Windsor. Because Mercedes Moné is not dropping the TBS Championship. Maybe one of the other belts, but she's not dropping the TBS Championship to Alex Windsor, Persephone, or the Stardom girl. No, she's not. I'm picking Mercedes Moné to retain. If you're smart, you will too, because our producer Alex also picked Mercedes Moné to retain. Know that. Next up, the AEW TNT Championship. Another easy decision. Kyle Fletcher, the new champion. Pretty decent on the mic, pretty friggin' awesome in the ring, pretty sick look, lots of pink, which Jeff is not a big fan of, but that worked. Then he got you, Jeff. It's Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Fletcher called out New Japan to send their best, and Hiromu answered the call on Dynamite, and he pinned Josh Alexander in an 8-man tag to stake his claim. Fletcher is still proving himself with Don Callis and his awesome sunglasses. Hiromu wants to take the belt back to Japan, which could happen in Tony Khan's company. There's belts all over the place. Just look at Mercedes Moné. However, you're not building up Kyle Fletcher to lose. You're not putting a belt on him to lose that belt and to another country. Nah. Kyle Fletcher gets the win. Bet your friends. Give them great odds and thank me later. Producer Alex picks Kyle Fletcher too, so you know we're right. Next up, the show stealer. For the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, Zack Sabre Jr., the champ, versus Nigel McGuinness, who qualified and shocked everyone by winning this qualifier on Collision. I didn't see the match until after the fact. I didn't see it live. When my wrestling friends told me Nigel McGuinness won a match and is going to wrestle at the O2, I went back and watched after that. Still a technical wizard, just like Zack Sabre Jr. Some people will call Zack Sabre Jr. a younger Nigel McGuinness, but not me, Nigel, because I'm old. And I don't call my brothers that are around my age old. We're young men, and we can still rock it. This is going to be an awesome match. These guys both do like a million different submission holds. I really like that kind of stuff. The crowd's going to go bananas because it's their boys, their countrymen come home. in a huge arena. They're going to go bananas for it. Unfortunately, my old brother Nigel's not going to pull it out. Zack Saber's going to retain the championship. He's going to get a victory, and Nigel's going to, go have a pint and know that he put on a great show and the people still love him. And he's not old, damn it. We're young men. We're middle-aged. Middle-aged isn't old, just because I have more gray hair than black hair. Anyway, moving on. The AEW World Tag Team Championship, the Hurt Syndicate versus FTR. The Hurt Syndicate have been completely dominant. They've destroyed everybody that's come for them until now. FTR's got the story, the more relevant story right now in AEW. The Hurt Syndicate story is just dominance, right? That's our story. FTR's got some evil attached to their motivation right now. They're looking to hurt people themselves. And I think they win this title because I think the future for them is Christian and Copeland versus FTR for the tag team championships in a TLC match. I believe that's where the story's eventually going to get to. And in order to do that, they have to have the titles. So I'm picking FTR to go over. Our producer also picks FTR. We are lockstep, side by side on everything except one match so far, which was the opener, the main event. So that's my reason why. I think it's time. They've kind of ran through everybody to see what everyone's got. Some people have shown that they got some skills, like Speedball and Kevin Knight, who even got a solos match against friggin' Jon Moxley based off his work in tag matches, which is pretty friggin' cool. So we got that match. That's our pick. Now we got Copeland and Cage versus Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. I'm picking Copeland and Cage. Our producer's picking Copeland and Cage. Jeff Dye would pick Copeland and Cage. All of you should pick Copeland and Cage. The storyline for Nick Wayne to get the win is going to be a solos victory, not a tag victory over his so-called father. Your so-called father, Nick Wayne. All right. That's the full Forbidden Door card, but the show's forbidden, so you can't watch it. Sorry. Now you guys can hit us up on socials with your predictions. Let us know where you think we're right. Let us know where you think we're wrong. Who's going to walk out of London with the gold? Who's going to bleed in the cage? Because now I love it when people bleed their own blood. And does MJF finally reclaim the AEW World title? Drop your takes. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, share this podcast with your wrestling crew. If you don't have a wrestling crew, you better get one because wrestling crews are awesome, and so are you. Peace.